Daniel Iron Lungs, yeah, it was. It was. Might get crazier too, who knows? But this is an impromptu stream. I won't be able to be on for a really long time, but for a little bit. Got a really important meeting. Give me 1 minute, guys. Hey, Josie. Shaman sent a letter. He's awake. I will be shortly. Yeah. Me and anyone else is awake.
You're the only person I've seen since I've woken up. Do you think we should maybe go to the gun store?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did a little pig hunting. Yeah.
Oh, how'd it go?
Oh, good. Yeah.
Okay, good.
There were too many.
Really?
Yeah. By the time I finished killing two, then two more would appear.
That's really good.
Might be a little bit distracted from time to time.
Well, look, you can't be distracted if the shaman's gonna talk to us.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what his problem is. Why he sent a letter to me a few days ago saying he has to disappear.
That's interesting.
Can't stop thinking about this place though, Josie. I don't know why. It's not our fight. You guys were right yesterday, but I can't stop thinking about it.
I mean, I understand. I mean, to be honest, I can't either. I want it to be a place... I want it to be what it was when I first got here, and it just doesn't seem like that anymore.
Definitely not. Definitely not. The king is a bandit. Heads are going to...
Yeah.
The militia in there now. Oh, I was almost shot this morning by militia.
Oh no.
Oh, there's a donkey.
Yeah, it's a donkey.
I hear little Freddy.
Hey?
Yeah. Hey, Freddy.
Good morning.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Hi, Josie.
Missed you yesterday.
Hey, Freddy.
Yeah, apologies. I was just telling Yuri. I got up super early yesterday. I went for a long walk to the north side of the island. Ended
Lost.
up kind of more... found myself in a warm tent with an open fire, and before I knew it, I was sleeping right through the gunshots all night long. My apologies.
It's okay. You needed rest. I don't have a lot of time though. The shaman wrote me a letter. He said he will be waking up here.
Right.
Either he's already awake or he will be very soon.
Is he around yesterday during the conflict?
No, I did not see him.
Okay.
He also told me a few days ago that he has to disappear too. So I don't know what's going on.
Yuri's catched me up a little bit with the events of yesterday, mostly around what happened at the fort, and Edgar, Delilah. She did say that we turned a huge profit, which is good. Well done to all of you. Sounds like you did really well.
It's a death.
You know, it's not easy profiting from this kind of work with that kind of chaos going around. But it sounds like you all kept your head, kept smart, and did well when it came to business, so it's good. Oh, you want to go to the...
Yeah.
Temple, okay.
To the cathedral.
Sure.
Yuri, can you walk? You need maybe take donkey.
I have my donkey hitched up.
You want me to carry you?
Food?
Yep. Do you need it?
No, I got too much.
Oh yeah, you have all the meat, don't you?
Yeah, I got like 12 steaks. Sky could be here.
Yeah, me too.
You know, we collected donkeys for the belly game yesterday. They wanted a cavalry charge of donkeys. It was good. We planned it. I actually don't know because what I want, I have to get all the militiamen.
So, dug himself in deep in the castle, did he? Right. Let everyone come to him.
Out for a snake.
Keep up, sleepyhead.
I'm actually feeling very refreshed.
You should be.
Nothing like the sounds of gunfire during your sleep.
Hi, Josie.
Hi, Freddy. I missed you.
Miss you too.
I'll leave the donkey here.
心萨托摩，佛佛修一心萨托摩。
Has this temple always had a gun cache here?
Yes, I believe so. So, see, she already went in.
Yeah, she did, yeah.
You see the shaman.
There's nobody back there.
Let's wait in the back. That's usually where he stays, I think.
Yeah, I think he sleeps back there.
Xioi Shinsa Tomo. Accents.
I didn't. I didn't. Shaman?
We first met.
Really? Ugh. There's something hauntingly beautiful about this place. Isn't it gorgeous? Like, it's just so pretty. That's how I feel about the port, too. It's just... ugh, it's beautiful. I think about all the people who walked here before we did. How they must have lived, what they must have felt.
How long ago was this temple
I know.
built?
I know. No, it's crazy.
And built it, and they man destroyed it. And now nature is claiming it back.
Yeah. And to be honest, it's beautiful. All the vines and stuff. I just love it.
Feels sacred to me. I don't believe in all of the gods they have here, but it feels sacred.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Me too. I wonder where he is.
You know about. Do you know about Herbie?
I don't know too much, to be honest. I mean, the facts are, he's part of the militia. He's was the ambassador, and now he's the commander. Well, ambassador, commander. I feel like he's maybe... I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like he does things solely to get people to come to the island. It doesn't matter who. I also feel like, from what I've been told, I haven't, haven't really been here to see it, but I also feel like he's gotten too close to the dark side, if you know what I mean.
That's exactly the way I feel.
Yeah, it kind of worries me because he's really important here.
Me, it feels like, if you build a hut out of bamboo, it might last a month or a year.
Mm,
But this cathedral here, it was built over a very long time. And even though man tried to destroy it, it still stands to some degree.
right.
I feel like he's doing things too quickly. He'll do anything to get people here to Guarma. If this is bringing the troubles, driving people like you away.
Yeah. I think the whole thing with Lockjaw Gym was just the start of something bigger.
Told them. Think we should. I need to be careful who I speak to anymore. I spoke a little bit to Julius Bradshaw yesterday.
Mhm.
I didn't tell him much, but I did say to him that I believe yesterday's events were a symptom, not the main issue. There's something more at work here.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there are certain people that we do have to be careful with. I don't know. I mean, why was Julius even here? And then what does Sheriff Rabbit have to do with any of this? Like, why are they here? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it just seems weird.
Sheriff Rabbit has been representative of the sheriff's department, trying to negotiate deals with the militia here, like prisoner exchange, these kinds of things.
Hmm. I don't know.
About all I know why she would be here. Maybe she just likes it too. But it seems like lately, everywhere we go, she goes to.
Yeah, I
The
know.
snows to Guarma.
Hmm.
It's following us.
Yeah.
To be reciting a few mantra for a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down and talk to Erin and Freddie.
Okay, I'll be right here.
Okay.
Guys, I'm still kind of working, trying to get this impromptu stream in.
It's the shaman, though.
What's your least favorite thing to eat?
This way. This way.
What?
Yeah.
Either way.
I believe he sent a macaw. Let's remain quiet though.
Okay, we will have to hold off on this until later.
It'll be a good story for later.
Don't worry, macaw. It flew back this way.
Anyway.
What the fuck is a macaw?
Oh, be careful.
Go.
It's one of the birds here. And the big, beautiful, colorful birds.
Where are you trying to go, Ko?
The macaw is directing us to the shaman. It flew into the jungle back here, but I lost track of it. Oh, sorry, did you hear me?
No, where are you trying to
sorry.
go?
Your macaw came, it landed on my shoulder,
Okay.
and then it flew off back here into the jungle.
Okay.
I believe it was sent by the shaman. But I lost track of it.
Oh.
Here, this way. Come on, come on.
We're coming.
This way, this way.
Okay. Watch the bones.
Oh,
Jesus.
이게 뭐야?
Wait, there's somebody in there.
him.
Oh.
Yeah, look, I see the macaw.
Oh. Is that him?
Is it
Is
you?
that you?
Kowtow. It is him. Shaman, what happened to you?
What happened?
That I could say. And if you want the truth, I shall give it to you plain and simple. Delilah happened to me.
What?
She
Sit down,
cut me.
Gary.
I do not know her reasoning for this, aside from the fact that she wanted to appease her pet, Edgar. She brought him to the island. In addition to this, she sacrificed me for him, cut me to pieces. While I was bleeding, she picked me up and took me towards the castle and placed me there. She said, I hope you don't die. I thank La Madre that I do not. But she asked me, what do you think, Shaman? Do you think the island needs blood? What would you say if I say that there's somebody that we need to sacrifice? This kind of a thing. I wish that I could tell you straight, but I cannot tell you exactly what was going through that twisted mind. And I have been losing sleep for days. I keep hearing noises in the jungle, and I think it's the footsteps of man. The only thing I want to do is to shoot them first. But I cannot. I've decided to watch and to wait, to hide here in the jungle. Forgive me for that.
Worried about you because well, no one knew where you were. This is terrible news indeed. The darkness is much. You know nothing about what happened yesterday, I assume.
I do not.
You talked to me once of this blood god, his demand for blood. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I believe everything you do the same way. But if what you say is true, Shaman, after yesterday's events, the gates to this island must be completely open to the blood god. Completely open. I don't know if more than 12 people were slaughtered here yesterday. Maybe more. Well, ended up being 3. And they had battles that raged for days and nights. At the end, Edgar stood victorious over the bodies of 8 different people. Then I think Yuri, you might know the rest of it better than I do. I was not there to see this terrible sight.
After everything that happened, and Dozy, feel free to pitch in whenever you want to, but we went back into the castle, and Edgar was standing over all of these bodies piled up together. He was muttering about some kind of ritual, and he would not allow anyone to help them up. And I think Herbie kept saying that Delilah was on her way, and he grew more and more anxious for her arrival. She arrived with 2 other people, and she was not happy with what he did. He expected her to congratulate him for achieving this victory, but she chastised him, and I don't really understand. There's something going on between them. she was saying something along the lines of Edgar being trapped here and that him hurting all these people and possibly sacrificing them would free him. But she said that that would never happen. So Edgar took out his machete and started chopping at her, chopping into her shoulder. And it all just exploded from there. There was gunfire. Josie and I and Kai got out of there safely, but
Gunfire between who?
Edgar and his people and Delilah and Rabbit was there, if you know Rabbit. They were there, and Julius Bradshaw was also there.
So Julius, Rabbit, and Delilah were gunned down by Edgar.
I think
Or
Delilah
the-
went down to the machete.
Yes.
I went to the bar today, and I saw there was bloody bandages all over the floor. A makeshift bed was made. She got hurt. I could tell somebody did. I would be lying if I said this did not please me.
I do not
Blood
know
for
if
blood.
she's alive.
She
They were-
probably is La Bruja. The witch.
I do not pretend to understand what is going on this island. But whatever plans she had for Edgar, I think those are over.
There is something very evil lurking. I will tell you this. Edgar wanted my blood because he believed that if he had it, it would cure him of all of his curses. He is deluded. He has gone insane. So Delilah told me while I was bleeding out on her back that she wanted to make sure that I didn't die, and in a twisted way, she was trying to save my life by showing Edgar that she was going to take his toy away from him. That is how she put it. Take his toy away from him. So he said to her, "You did not take..." What did he say? "You took him away from me." That is what he said to her. He said, "I'm not proud of it." Something along those lines. I apologize. I'm in so much pain.
Yes.
She cut at my muscles. She was trying not to kill me. But she made sure to make enough blood spill that it was very believable. If it was not for my training, then I probably would be dead. But aside from these, I would not say that this place is a place of peace anymore. Perhaps it never was. There was always conflict, wars. I do not know if it is my duty to try to bring it back to life. That is too much. I cannot. I shall let whatever happens happen.
You know, Shaman, when I first came to this island many, many months ago, I was tainted by a very bad first experience. Went back to the crossing, and everyone I spoke to, I said bad things of this place. Told them how when I came here I was stalked by a masked, human-like figure in the bushes snarling at me, firing arrows in my direction. How the locals just laughed when I told them the story and didn't take me seriously. For a long time I said that this island had a dark secret side to it that I couldn't quite put my finger on. It was only when I came back over here with Co to recover from my wounds that people like Josie managed to show me the beautiful side of this place, what good it has, and natural beauty and the people that live here. It's easy sometimes to forget the good things when the darkness is so very thick.
Shaman, these last few days and even before, when we were here recuperate, I've talked to many of the people who call this place their home, and they still remain. Josie is one of them. And they are confused, it seems. They are saddened. They are depressed. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. They have no leader. Jasmine has apparently walked into the jungle and is not yet returned. And then after I heard that you had vanished or could not be found, that worsened my thoughts of this place. Now I see that you are at least alive. You need help, but I can do what I can. But this place needs a leader. I told someone yesterday, all the shit that went down was not the main event. It was a symptom. It was a sidebar, if you will. It's not the real story of what's going on here. Delilah, perhaps she thought she could control this Edgar. And I don't know all the details here, why she thought this, what she said to him. I am going to get the full story, I'll tell you that. I'm going to go find Edgar and make sure that he tells me his side of things. But if Delilah survives, who else is with her? I know, I have an idea of who. There must be a balance. She did to you, she must pay.
She will. In some way, she already has because her pet decided to bite the hand that feeds. You're
You said
right.
her pet.
Yes, I did.
There was a. Edgar made a comment yesterday. What did he say, Yuri? Something
He,
about making her his pet or something.
yes, he threatened her and said, "You're lucky I don't just shackle you up and lock you away and keep you as my pet." Like I said, there's something really strange going on between them. And Delilah
It
said
is
something
more.
along the lines of how he has an idea of what he thinks of her and how what she thinks of him, and that what he thinks is going to happen will not happen. I don't they were being very vague.
She wanted to groom him up to be a champion, to have him be king of Guarma, but more than this, in her twisted mind, she wanted to make someone that would be able to kill her.
What?
Precisely what? It makes no sense. But this is what those that have been deluded in their minds become when they are given power. She wished to try to bring him up, to grow him, to try to make him into something. A wolf, she says. The greatest of hunters. In some twisted fashion, I believe that she wants Edgar to give her the rush of her life. like an adrenaline rush. This is only plan that could come from a deluded mind.
Ow.
The worst part of it all is the militia is using her for their own ends. What does this mean? She
What
told
does
me
that mean?
she told me herself that the militia uses people like her to control. This is the truth.
Herbie is
There
part
are
of the militia, yes?
Who is? Delilah?
Herbie.
Herbie is, yes. Delilah is not.
You
But
know,
it is.
sorry.
Go ahead, yes.
During that shootout, I got away really quickly enough to look back up at the castle while it was still happening. And Herbie was just standing there, watching. He just stood there watching all of them shoot each other.
Yes. As technically speaking, they are not allowed to directly involve themselves in conflict. Not unless there is a group larger than 4. So, what do they do instead? They use certain people to get their way. As long as you play nice. This pleases me.
Is Herbie the one pulling all these strings here? You know,
No.
when we were in the
He is
cathedral,
not.
he's not. When we were in the
He is
cathedral
not.
just now, I looked around me at the beauty of that place, and I wondered about who built this building, how long ago, and how strong it is to have withstood the wars and the conflict and the dynamite and whatever else happened to it. Parts of it still stand today. It's beautiful. At the same time, you know, I think of Herbie or whoever is behind this agenda. What we believe is to repopulate Gorma in any way they can. But they're building a straw hut or a hut made of weak bamboo. It won't stand.
You're right. It cannot stand now without a firm foundation. Oh, Ko. My heart mourns for this place.
To feel it as well, even though it's not my home.
There is nothing that I can do about this. I wish there was. I wish that I could call myself a leader, but I am not. I do not believe this to be my path. Because, simply speaking, I do not know if they will allow me to do this. I'm not useful enough. Too much of a wild card, perhaps. I'm too smart, maybe. I don't know. Well,
Let me tell you a story. From all I know, it's a true story. Long, long ago, in the Warring States period of China, great troubles, great wars were being fought. Whole villages were disappearing overnight. Also, battles of good versus evil. There was one king in the West who was trying to be righteous. And he had a few brothers that fought alongside him. But they kept getting defeated. They knew they needed someone, an advisor, a prophet, a shaman. This shaman that they wanted to find, he could not control the weather, but he understood it. He understood the land. He understood the skies. very, very powerful. His name was Zhuge Liang. And so these three people, Liu Bei, Guan Yu, and Li Kui, they went in search of this shaman. And they searched high and low, all through the mountains. They could not find him. Every person they came across, they asked, where is Mr. Zhuge Liang? Finally, after months of looking, they found someone who knew where he was. They directed him up a mountain. So they climbed this mountain, and they found a tiny little shack, not unlike this one. And before they could go in, Li Kui, of course, he was a angry man, very good fighter, but very impatient. Guan Yu, as we all know, is a god of war. He loved to be on the battlefield, so also did not have time for politic or, ceremony. But the king, he told them to stop and to kneel down the ground. And so they all did. They didn't like it. They did, but they listened to their elder brother. They knelt there for 3 days and 3 nights before Zhuge Liang came around the corner with a fishing pole over his shoulder. Zhuge Liang stopped for a moment, looked at them, gave a little chuckle, and disappeared inside his shack. Oh, this angered Guan Yu and Li Kui very much. They wanted to go and kill him right away. But the king said no, remain where you are. So they knelt there for another 3 days and 3 nights before Zhuge Liang came out of the shack. He came up to them, looked them all over, grabbed his fishing pole, and left. This again angered the two generals, and they almost did not listen to their king, but he said to them, remain where you are. And they waited there for another 3 days and 3 nights, till Zhuge Liang came back, and it was on this third time that he set his fishing pole down, looked them in the eye, and said, why do you seek me? Make this long story short, he went on to nearly win all of China back for this man, for this group. The stories of his inventions and his victories are the stories that, we grew up reading. I don't really know why I tell you this story, but it seems a little bit familiar, I guess.
History is a strange way of repeating itself, friend. In addition to this, I feel like I very much needed that story. It helps me.
I believe that, what I know of you, you are a humble man. But sometimes even humble men and women may be called to do great things. Things that can shape the course of the future. If there is anyone left here on this island who can defend it, it's you.
What should I do?
Here, heal. If you wish, maybe we can direct people to you. We need to know who can be trusted.
Do not trust anyone, save for the villagers. Romeo, Lydia, perhaps. Those are the only two, aside from the one woman sitting next to me on my left, that I would trust. The militia cannot be trusted, aside from the few. Perhaps JJ, but I do not know if she is going to remain. I have not seen her for some time. There are many that decide to hide.
Jasmine. We can find her.
If Jasmine is to return, then we will have a fighting chance. If she does not return, then I will respect that decision. I want Warma to shake. This place is my home. But I do not think that one man is an island. He needs friends. He needs brothers. A king with no men is not a king at all. And I am not a king. I do not want to be king. That man in that castle wants to be king. And I've seen many times what power does. It distorts, it destroys. I do not wish to be destroyed by my own greed. Can you believe that the militia, I thought that they could be trusted, that their intentions were that they wish the best for the island. But I believe them to be drunk on power. At least a few. There are two sides to every coin. They are double talkers. They say one thing and do another. That is, unfortunately, Herbie's plight. He will say peace and love, but he will also stand by and watch. But he is not the only one. There is also Bailey. She apologizes, but there is a dark side to her that I cannot see past. There is anger and grief, distrust. She believes that the only way that she can make it through the world is to destroy it. That is her calling. She says defend. She is apparently the Minister of Defense. I do not know what that means, because this does not look like defense to me. Yes, if you cannot interfere, that is one thing. But when you cannot build, when you can only watch destruction, what are you then? What are you really? Go ahead, Cole.
You believe that the change is to come. It will probably come at a high price. More bloodshed is necessary. I don't see this change coming unless people are willing to fight and fight back hard.
Yes, I would agree. Warriors. Good warriors. And when those warriors stand strong, they can build upon it. Business, economic export. I've come to discover that the militia cannot handle private affairs. But this is what I've come to understand and believe, perhaps. The ministers, perhaps aside from Yasmin Barrow, they want people on the island that they can control. If they cannot control you, then they will use people to try to gain control, to put them into places of power that they can't control. They cannot control me. So what do? They let me get hurt. I've been destroyed again and again, and reformed again and again. I've had enough. I'm going to rest regarding that. I've tried, but one man is not an island. You do need practically an army if you want to take this place. First, bloodshed, Port Madre. Second, civilians that you can protect. Those civilians are the foundation of Guarma. This has been disregarded too long. I believe that it was something that perhaps the militia did understand. They wanted people to try to come to Guarma, but also they have allowed Delilah to have too much power. She has become drunk with it. So she brought Edgar to this place, as a little spider weaving a web, she has devised her own machinations. She is not beholden to one god, but to many. And in doing so, she has become her own god. And she also wishes to devise her own end.
Bitch.
Isn't it?
He
Madness.
is indeed a witch. Perhaps, I don't know of these things, but perhaps it is a ploy to gather more followers if she does not indeed die. I don't know. I feel like, from what I've seen and heard, that Herbie is the one. Well, he's like the leader now of this island. And how can he allow these things to happen? And care not for the civilians, for the people who call this place their home. Using any means necessary to bring war and destruction here, just for what? For a day. Like the poorly built, weak bamboo house. Build it quickly, it's going to fall. And Edgar is going to return too. Either one of these days coming up soon. He's going to reclaim the castle. There probably will be quite a few people, including this Julius, who will seek to kill him. It won't be easy.
I will also say this. Edgar believes that I am dead. So, that being said, I want to use that to my advantage. If you wish, you can send people to me and I can speak with them. For now, I shall wait. But I would be lying if I said that I did not want to pop up as a spooky ghost and gun him the fuck down. But I don't know. I do not know if even this would be enough. To tell you the truth, some creatures are supernatural in their ability to live. But we shall see. But this is what I believe. If you have the manpower to hold down the island for the good of the people, you can do it. You can absolutely do it. I believe in you. For instance, Victory Smokes. When I was fading between conscious and unconsciousness, I heard them. Edgar apparently made an enemy of them. They are my friends, in a sense. We had a business deal that I wanted to put forward for Guarman tobacco to be sent their way. There is a man named Buddy LaFleur who is with them. William Hathaway, the former friend of Lok Yaw Yin. He is also a very good connection to have. You have met him time and game. I believe that with enough people, from what I come to understand, Edgar is a fan of pissing everybody off. So in doing so, he is trying to be king of the castle, using the fortifications of the land to try to defend it. The castle is a very defendable position. You cannot take the castle. You have to draw him out into the jungle. And nobody knows the jungle better than the people of Guarma.
Yesterday during the battle, they could not get past his defenses, so I think you have a lot of truth in saying that.
There is only one entryway, that is why. You cannot storm the castle, it is impossible. Castles were built for this reason. If you are king of the castle, you can absolutely, if you have enough ammunition, you can destroy your opponent. That is what castles are intended for, in fact. Purely for battle. They are not intended to live in. So, it is a war of attrition. What you need is guerrilla tactics. Wait into the jungle. Wait for them to come around. Then when they are unprepared, you come out from the jungle and you gun them down.
You have been tended to by somebody, right?
Yes, the local doctor stitched me up, but I wouldn't mind if you take another look.
Yeah, you do that. These don't look horrible, but you need to make sure that you keep them very clean. Now, some of them are starting to be a little red or irritated. Do you have anything for pain?
I do not. Even Frederico has gone to the church. I cannot even use him even if I wanted to.
I can always try to go find him if you want me to.
That's alright. He's better off alone.
We could go get some supplies if you wish.
That would be very good. I am thirsty and hungry. That would be very much appreciated. I would even be willing to pay you some money for it.
No. Please don't worry about it. I left my donkey back at the church. It would be faster, right?
Yes, you can also go across the mountain this way, where I'm facing. If you go straight up the mountain, you can get there faster, especially on a donkey.
What do you need?
Medical supplies and food.
Alright.
Do you want to go get the food? I can go get the medical supplies.
Do you need to go to the doctor's office for the medical supplies?
Yeah.
It's going to take you forever to do that. I'll do that.
Well, I was gonna get the donkey. Yeah.
No. Don't do that.
Fine. I'll go get the food and water then.
I love that.
I do too. Yeah, some of these are starting to look a little red. Please be sure that you clean, like you take off the bandages and clean these and wrap them up fresh every day. Okay?
I will try.
I'll give you some extra bandages if you need. And a bottle of lavender water.
Alright.
Okay.
You have done more good for me than many others.
Well, what you're trying to do, what you have done for this island is by far more than what anybody else has tried to do. Well, I can't say that about everybody. We tried. Just didn't really come to fruition, I guess.
Well, you know, like I've said, my man is an island. And I keep thinking to myself that this destruction has to happen. It is painful. But what can you do? You cannot control life or the actions of others. It is hard. It's hard for me. I think they see me as some kind of fool. But everything I've done is for them. For everyone. I am tired. Very tired. I need help.
You're only one man. You can only do so much. The odds are against you. I wish there was something that we could do, like I was telling Co yesterday, like a small group of people. That's not gonna really do much good. Like you said, there needs to be an army. And I'm afraid that without that, it's lost right now.
You're right. That is an unfortunate reality, but it is the truth.
Yeah.
We cannot always live in a fantasy. We have to understand that these things has to happen. But where to go from here? To wait it out? That is the smart option. I believe that without much preparation and time, I do not think you can take the island. Like you said, the army. I've thought about these. I walked amongst the trees in the jungle and I thought about all of the little things all around the island. It was designed for war. Very little reason to come to the island unless the people that have made it what it was are here. They are not. So what now? We have to allow the island to change, I suppose.
So sad to me.
It breaks my heart, but what can you do?
I know.
I've lost a lot of sleep over it.
You look really tired.
Yes.
Okay, here's this bag. I'll set it right over here. Are you staying here?
For now, yes. I've even gone even deeper into the jungle, but I do not believe that many people really know where
God,
this
what the
place
heck
is.
happened? Pumpkinberry.
Yeah, not a lot.
Oh my
Thank you,
God,
Freddy.
I had a telephone call. I had to walk
Um,
away.
There's
Thank you.
Thank you, Freddy.
There's so in this bag that I have for you, there's
Thank you.
going to
You
be
found the shaman.
gauze and bandages, as well as some salve, some arnica salve, and a little bit of lavender water left in there. So please make sure that you keep your wound cleaned. Because if you don't, it could be bad. They're already starting to look a little irritated, so you need to make sure that you clean them every day.
All right.
Do you need any
Okay.
food?
Yes,
I
I
just
need
brought
food
some.
and water.
Okay. I can exchange water bottles with you.
Brought him
Wait.
some tea as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, you go first. Sorry.
1 minute, let me take a good drink. I am afraid to go to the jungle to get water.
Yeah.
I do not want to risk being spotted.
If you need us to, well, if you need someone to, we can come back in a couple of days and make sure that you're okay. And that you have plenty of food.
Yes, just remember to follow the macaws. They are my allies.
Yeah, of course.
1 minute. I am going to have to drop a lot of these things. Uh-oh. Are you serious?
You're surrounded by fertilizers here, Shaman. There's two of
Yeah,
them
you
in the
need to be
bushes
careful.
behind.
I am not worried. I am immune.
Shaman, I guess we should let you rest, but we will try. What about Marley? Do you know her?
Yes, I do. I, in fact, invited her to stay at the church.
Should I
She's,
tell-
she's strong. I would say that she is trustworthy. Very trustworthy.
She is.
do you have a name for this place? Something that I should say that they might know, or just tell them follow the macaw to behind the cathedral? How do you want me to explain it?
I'm trying to think. tobacco. I really want some tobacco.
Oh yeah, I can.
Do some.
I can. I mean, this place is literally straight south.
Do you have any tobacco?
Okay.
Yes, it is behind the
No,
church,
on
straight
me.
south. There is the
Straight south.
distillery.
Wait. I have
It is.
some Victory Street menthol cigarettes. That's it.
Yes, I will absolutely take those.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you so much, Fred. The distiller behind you is one of the only functioning ones on the island. Please, use it at your convenience. If you wish to find me, this is where you will find me. It is straight south,
Straight
southeast
south.
behind the church. Muchas
Yep.
gracias, Freddy.
When we can, I'll work on giving your message out to those we've named that you can trust, and we'll look for Jasmine. Can
All
you
right.
count on us to do this?
If Yasmin wishes to be left alone, you must leave her be.
Yeah.
So, understood.
Good. This place is one of the only ones with the distiller, and it has this cow skull, so it is pretty easily identifiable.
You must need rest, so we'll come by in a few days at the very least and bring you some food and water, and some supplies and some tobacco, and hopefully people who you trust as well.
If you need anything, try somehow to send word. We will do our best to come back over.
I will also ask you this. Would it be wise for me to stay here? Should I try to sneak off into the crossing? It
You
is very
could.
possible that Edgar might discover me, but I could just as easily hide in the crossing. That might even be better for me to
I-
discuss plans.
I would suggest to stay here.
Very well.
If you do decide to accept this calling to lead, a leader should stay in the place that she is defending. That's just my opinion. As dangerous as it might be. Also, Edgar, from what we know, went back to crossing yesterday. He will return though.
I heard Herbie say he might return on Tuesday. So, tomorrow. But I'm not
Now, the
sure if he will
question
actually do
is-
this.
Why did he go back to the crossing?
Because literally everybody that he had downed was starting to get up.
He was
And
terrified.
He was scared. He ran like a bitch with a tail between his legs.
Of course. That is how they are. Cowardly at heart. When you
Yeah.
cannot win, what do? You run away. That is what I am hoping for this. I had a dream. A dream in which I was sitting upon a rock. And there was a great storm that came. Blood fell from the clouds. And I sat upon this rock with my eyes closed, and I just sat. And I believe that it was, I was at peace. I believe that I must isolate myself for the moment. But
And
it is
really,
better to be a serpent in the shadows than to try to be a boar out in the middle of the street, trying to blow my way past people. That is a good way to end up shot. And I am not going to die. This is my home. Also, if you see a symbol of a dragon clutching a cross, that is my symbol.
Cross. Okay. The powerful symbol. Shaman, you rest now.
Yeah.
And We'll do what we can. Take care.
Muchas gracias. Thank you for
Like I said.
everything.
Yeah, like I said, if you need anything, try to get word. We'll be back over.
Good. If you can deliver information to me, that would be very useful. And I will give you what I can on this side of things. Between now and then, I'm going to devise some ideas and plans.
Okay.
If you can manage to get people, warriors, that are willing to take back the island, I want Edgar's head on a spike. And I'll do it myself.
How? I'm just.
Meantime. Oh, go ahead, Yuri.
No, I was just going to say, I think you'll have to stand in line.
Yeah.
I don't mind that, in fact. I would much rather somebody else do it than me. I believe that there are many others, in fact, that deserve to do it other than me. Same thing with Delilah.
If Edgar is gone, there is still others that you will have to face.
Yes, you're right. Delilah is a problem that must be destroyed. There is only one way you can kill her. There is only one way, and I know this. She must be chased through the jungle and gunned down. That is it. It has to be a game. That is the only way that she is going to die. She's going to have to be run through with a game of cat and mouse. And she has to run for quite some time before she is dead. It has to be exciting for her. But this is how you do it. Perhaps how we shall do it, if you're willing. We shall see. I am very grateful to call you my friends.
The honor is all ours. Get
Right,
better.
get some rest.
Get strong. Devise your plans. We'll be back.
Have a good day, my friends.
You too.
Kirala.
We have much to discuss.
She literally carved into him over and over again.
Like slow torture.
I mean, her carving was methodical. She knew that he wouldn't die, but still, she did it.
We have a lot to discuss. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take a little rest though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you want to meet later?
Maybe they're gonna star.
Please also, while I'm gone, I said much while we were there. Talk about it amongst yourselves, and when we come back, we can have a full discussion. I'm going to stay here for now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you all soon.
Take care. Yeah.
Right, this was a really surprise stream. Very impromptu. So I will be back later today. Thank you all for the raid. If there's any follows, I haven't checked. I appreciate it. I had to step away for a minute. Things are warming, heating up here, I think. Very interesting. And we're not going to be the ones probably fighting the good fight, but if we can make a leader of some kind, that would be pretty damn cool. Let's raid Tassara. Oh, she's not playing Red Dead. Dang it. Sheriff Hudson Hart. Oh, Moon Fraser is streaming. Peaches. Let's see who else. And sins. Let's do General Smokey. He's always good for a story. He's a great RPer. Oh shoot, I messed up. The General Smokey. There he is. Go give General Smokey some love, guys. He rides with Wallaby Kid. And I will be back later tonight. Until then, be good.